Hello everybody, this is Jim with Accora, and today I'm going to show you the FloorBed. Why am I going to show you the FloorBed? Well, recently I posted on LinkedIn and there were so many inquiries and views of the post, I figured I'd go ahead and have one delivered to my living room or my dining room and show you more about this product. This product is amazing. We've had it for a couple of years at Accora and we have hundreds of them out every single day on rent. As a reminder, at Accora we both rent and sell durable medical equipment into skilled nursing, hospitals, memory care, assisted living, home health, all different segments of the market. This product, quick story, when I first started at Accora a little over 3 years ago, we audit buildings and we look for equipment and make sure everything's right, and I was walking the building with one of the nurses and there was a mattress on the floor and I'm like, why do you have that mattress on the floor? And she looked at me like I was crazy, like, you idiot, don't you know? And then said, why is it on the floor? And she said, well, we have a resident or a patient that keeps falling out of bed, so this helps them from getting injured. And then when I saw this product, when it was brought to our warehouse and we looked at it, I was like, there's definitely a need for this. She explained to me that years ago they would make them out of PVC, but the main issue is obviously you can't bring the bed up to care for the patient. It's hard to get the patient off the ground. The resident doesn't feel very independent. This bed is the solution. It allows the safety of being close to the floor when you're sleeping, but it allows for a caregiver to take care of the patient or for that patient to be independent during the day to get in and out of the bed. Now, the product was developed to reduce risk of injury from a fall. So keep that in mind. You know, you're basically right at the floor. So you can touch the floor, you can feel the floor, you know your surroundings. You're not a foot off the floor and reaching down, not knowing where you're going. Now, if I were to come out of this bed, it's more of a roll than a fall, but there is a change of plane. So we can tell you how it reduces the risk of injury or fall all day long or reduces falls, but the proof's in the pudding. And shortly after we had these beds, there was a clinical trial done, and there's a white paper study, and we're going to post this as well. And when they tracked the patients and how it worked, it actually reduced falls by 100% out of bed. Now, it's in the with combination of this great safety mat, and the safety mat, which they've improved, it's more durable now. The top is more durable. It's the same height as the mattress. So now, when the patient goes to roll, they roll right onto that mat, and there's no fall, there's no change in plane. So great feature. Now I can't emphasize enough, like, why is this bed so good? Well, it pays for itself in a couple of ways. For a family, it's gonna help that loved one from ending up in the hospital, trip to the hospital, ambulance, possible injury, who knows how much that could cost. We all know that injuries from falls are well over $30 billion to the industry per year. So there's a huge cost. Families, it's going to save them money very quickly. For buildings, because you're going to actually eliminate those falls out of bed, there's less paperwork involved. So injuries, readmission to the hospital, paperwork, overall just a great product. It's going to be life-changing for many of you, many patients. And if you need any references, I'll post what one of my buildings posted. But if you need to talk to anyone about how this works for them or why they use it, I can connect you with someone. Now, my number again is 630-885-7009. Reach out to me, Jim, and I can put you in touch with a rep in your area for this product. Or if you need a testimonial, someone that's using this product, let me know. Now, at Accora, we're a distributor, so we can pick many different products. Why did we choose the Accora FlooeBed? Well, a couple of reasons. One of them being safety. So we always want the product to work, to be made very well for our patients, and this one has safety and compliance. So it meets the two different safety codes, 60601-1-2 and 2-52. So I will post the flyer of the FlooeBed with the compliance. And then also versatility. So this bed comes in a 36 or 42. Primarily we see the 36 go out. Very sturdy, very well made, and you know, we have that again, safety and compliance being one of the main reasons why we chose this bed. I'm going to run you through the controls really quick, and then I'll talk a little bit more about the bed, and then wrap it up with some of the accessories that are available. Controls are very easy to use. It's actually a magnetic fob that allows you to lock out the controller, which I'll show you in a second, but it's got your 6 normal functions of a hospital bed, and then it'll have Trendelenburg and reverse Trendelenburg, and then a combination of buttons as I'm going to show you as far as the safety. So as I mentioned, this bed goes up to a great height for taking care of your patient. So I'm going to go ahead and raise it up here a bit. It'll actually come up really, I think it's 27 inches, and then you add the mattress, plenty of height, and it goes all the way down to below 3 inches, like 2.6 inches, so it's literally on the floor. I'm going to bring this up for a second. You can probably see underneath here, one of the great things about this, there's nothing underneath here. So if you have a lift, a sit to stand, anything that you may have, it's not going to get caught up in any wiring. Nothing's underneath there, nothing hanging down. Administrator that I've sold a few to pointed out too that it's super easy to clean under. They can move it very easily. There's 4 locking casters, so easy to clean under, nothing to get caught up on. And then I have a couple of my buildings that take their safety mats, and during the day they slide them underneath the bed for storage. Per your facility, whatever you want to do, is just an idea. So now when I'm going to lower this, one of the things, because we did get some service calls on how this works. There's a sheet that we provide about operating the FloorBed, but what I want to show you is the safety feature. So when you go to lower this bed, now keep in mind we're also working with hospices. These could be in someone's home. People buy them for their loved ones at home. Maybe they have a dog, a cat, maybe the lift's under there, something's underneath the bed. It's gonna stop at a height of a regular low bed, and one of the calls we get is, hey Jim, the bed doesn't go all the way to the floor. It's for safety, so you wanna make sure nothing's underneath there, and then once you're satisfied that there's nothing there, you go ahead and hold the 2 buttons down together, and it will lower to the floor. So very easy to use. One of the other features I wanted to point out, again for safety, so some of the nicer beds we sell, when you raise the head section, the frame, there's actually this 4-inch track here, and the frame where the head section, the head section is going to roll back into the frame. What does that do? What that does is it keeps your patient from sliding down. So instead of just basically pivoting up and causing that patient to slide down and build up some pressure, it keeps your patient from sliding. And when we demonstrate it, if I were laying on there, you're going to see my feet really don't move up or down when we adjust the head section. But what's that going to do for your nurses, or for if you are a nurse? One of the common injuries is your back, right? You're pulling the patient back up. You're not going to have to do that with this bed because the patient's not going to slide down. So that's another great feature. Accessories. So there's an assist rail that's available. Now one of the cool things about this bed, because I had mentioned about compliance, this rail will only go in areas that are compliant currently. So literally there's a little metal bar welded into the frame that will not let this go where it should not go. The safety rollout mat was another accessory that I had mentioned. When they first designed the bed, this foot section was enclosed, but the patient reported feeling kind of claustrophobic, or basically claustrophobic. They didn't feel very comfortable, and they opened this up, and it gives a better feeling. Now, if you're concerned about this, there's a bumper pad that can go over the foot section and head section, so that can close that off as well. So that's another accessory. Those are the main accessories that are available with the bed. When we do bring these out, keep in mind we give trials. So if you have a resident in mind or a patient in mind that may benefit from this bed, you just give us a call. We can get one out to you. If it's a loved one, same thing, we can do a trial and see if it's going to work out for you. So that's this bed. Again, the FloorBed by Accora, Advocare Systems. Give me a call. I'll set you up with the correct rep in your area. My name is Jim, 630-885-7009. Thank you for spending about 10 minutes with me. I'll go ahead and post everything as far as the compliance, the white paper study, anything else, any additional information. Just reach out to me and we'll take care of you. Thanks, and remember, Advocare is really looking to take care of you and your patients.